What is going on, gamers? My apologies for not streaming yesterday. I had a few things I needed to get caught up on, but we're back with some more Dingled Grandpa 2. Goodbye, despair. Farewell, despair, indeed. In fact, perhaps. How are people doing today? I did save, right? I'm always scared that I didn't save. Eventually, the shock finally registered with me. A numb feeling spread from the center of my brain almost instantly. Oh yeah, I forgot. He died. He's dead now. I'm not forgiven. I wish the cleric abilities were more interesting. I honestly don't even know what the cleric's abilities even are. Like, nobody really plays clerics. I've had, in all of my years of playing D&D, I think I have had one person play a cleric, and it was Sabrina in the second iteration of Inzelia. I don't think anybody else has played a cleric in my entire time of playing D&D. I'm trying to think. Did you play, maybe, Brendan, did you play like a war cleric at one point? I'm trying to remember. I feel like that sounds vaguely familiar. Nagito is dead. Even when I saw this before me, I wasn't able to comprehend that reality yet. Huh? Yeah, that sounds right. Maybe a couple of times, but pretty much never. What's going on here? Is he really dead? He's not pretending to be dead, is he? I mean, it's Nagito, you know? That's right. Nagito. He always messed with us. He always tried to confuse us. That's why I can't believe it. Nagito ended up in such a cruel state. Do you guys think that they have purple, or this is not purple? Is it purple, pink? Do you think that that their blood looks like this in universe, or is it just like a sensory detail? Do you guys think? Clerics are more identified by their domains and their core features. That's true. That's true. Do they get them at like what, level 2? Nagito is dead. Deep down, I believed that when the killings finally ended, I'd never see this guy again. I never expected I'd be looking at Nagito's body like this. Was his jacket always like that? Did he always have like a pixelated like step level? Nagito probably thought the same thing. I couldn't help seeing it in his dead, frightened face. But on this island, unbelievably abnormal occurrences happen all the time. That's because you're wrong. Even Nagito couldn't escape that truth. But even something as small as that. I honestly wasn't expecting any more murders to happen. I was kind of expecting the game to be moving towards an end at this point.
After a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin.
Don't tell me.
The body discovery announcement. Then it's for real.
Hey!
Then Nagito was really dead?
Damn it.
It's not just that he's dead. The body discovery announcement was made. Does that mean Nagito was killed? Killed?
That's right.
Plus, it's one of us! I mean, that's what it means, right? One of us killed Nagito. One of us killed him so brutally? Then it's going to start again? Huh? The class trial is going to start soon, right? Then...
Of course.
Yep, we gotta do it! We gotta find out who Nagito's killer is!
Hey!
No matter who you guys sacrifice, you're determined to survive and leave this island, right? And the time for action is now! So, allow me to give you the familiar Monokuma Hold it right there. What? Don't get in my way like that. I was about to whip out the Monokuma file in such a cool way. Shut up. I can't stand this anymore. How much longer are you going to keep putting them through this? Yeah, sure. No more. I won't let you. I'll make sure I pulverize your evil intentions.
Hey!
Say something.
What's this?
Oh, now I remember who you are. You're Monami. You just now notice? Anyway, Monami, if you're gonna talk about my intentions, why don't you talk about yours first? Huh? What are your intentions anyway? Why are you keeping everyone cooped up on this island? I'm sure everyone here wants to know too, you know. What? No fair! You're shutting up too!
Please wait.
Enough already. We already have enough to deal with concerning Nagito. Please, do not say anything else that will confuse us.
Hey,
Anyway, let's begin. Huh? But,
this is just...
I mean, in the end, we still have to do it, right? As long as a killing happens, we can't do anything about it, right? We have no choice but to do it, right? Besides, it's our fault that we couldn't even prevent it. I know, that's the only way we can survive, right?
Nice!
Looks like you kids are way more well-behaved than Monami.
Don't fuck with me!
Don't fuck with me. We're tired of this too, you know. That's why I'll definitely make sure to finish this for good this time.
This is kind of...
Does that mean you guys are getting bored of this school trip?
Actually...
Don't worry, the end is near. Huh? The end?
What's the matter?
Don't make a face like a pig that's about to become bacon. You've already noticed it, right? The meaning behind that Monokuma timer. I guess there's only 2 days left, huh? But when that timer reaches 0, 2 days from now, what will happen to us? The killing school trip will be over.
Hey,
If this will finally be over,
you serious?
does that mean we can go home?
What are you gonna
Don't
do?
catch your bears before they've hatched. There's still something you gotta do before that, right? So, once again,
It's the Monokuma!
alright, the Monokuma file!
Phew.
You guys need to find out who Nagito's killer is and survive the class trial! If this ends here, there won't be an afterword at all!
Do your...
Okay, do your best!
Wait!
Hold on!
I
I won't let you escape this time! Wait right there! What do you guys think? The school trip is nearly at an end. It's safe to think that we can go home, right?
But still...
Kazuichi, I understand how you feel, but we need to focus on Nagito's case first.
Damn it!
Even if we can go home, it'll be the end for us if we screw up here.
Alright!
Now let's hurry up and solve Nagito's case so we can all go back home.
However...
It is nice to think everyone can go home, but that is impossible, right? I mean, someone in this room killed Nagito. The killer among us. The weight of those words began to sink into me. That was true of the previous cases, but was it really true this time? No matter how much I tried, I couldn't believe it. Because the victim was Nagito? Because his death was so abnormally cruel? No, it wasn't just that. There was something more to it than that. Whatever it was stuck inside me. Oh. Oh, shiz! First, we need to look at the Monokuma file. The victim is Nagito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. 33 in man boobs? What? Furthermore, there was a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed.
Huh?
Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file? Again. But what's wrong with it? Oh, I see. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach... Oh, that's not the right voice. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. See, Brendan, you give me crap for saying off-the-cuff shiz sometimes, not having a filter. DZ has me beat, I feel like. I mean, I'm like a close second, I think, but DZ might have me beat.
Yep.
It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find it if I look around. That's what the investigation is for. Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first.
See?
If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. I guess you're right. Then, let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can properly investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. He probably didn't expect to end up like this either. I'm sure he did. Sheesh, bro, this music is bopping, bro. This is an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here...
Just kidding.
An oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm. Yeah, great choice of like a voice line. Just kidding!
Bring it on.
Is the most foolish thoughts. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well,
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them.
which means...
So, using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set it up some sort of trick with it?
You are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. They cause a fire to destroy evidence. That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... Monokuma plushie. Plucking me out of his stomach. No response. He's dead, Jim. Just kidding. I'm not dead. Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal too. Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading. What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you...
I had nothing to do with that. Huh?
You're so...
He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, mon ami, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end. I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma. Those annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Got the fire grenade. Oh, the fire grenades. That's right. I'm like, is a grenade filled with fire? Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. Guys, I want to start doing like more stuff on YouTube, like shorts and stuff, because I think that's like the only way to like actually get newer viewers to come in, because Twitch discovery is actual butthole. But I'm like, what am I even gonna clip like shorts of? I don't really do that much funny stuff. Like, I don't know what to do. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. And then I would just clip pictures of my... Honestly, though, I feel like that's what most VTubers do. Yeah, exactly. Just zooms in on the VTuber. They're just talking. You're actually right. I was going to say, that's literally all that I see 2D VTubers do. And then I feel like folks come not because anything super funny is happening, but because like... Hey, what's up, Jaco? But because... yeah, they're just talking. They're like, oh, what a cute VTuber. Get that for my birthday. She make me a live 2D model for my birthday.
Ooh woo.
It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikon's, but it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter? The time. Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's 12:30 p.m. So it has a clock function. VTuber clips go crazy on shorts platforms for some reason. I feel like everything goes crazy on shorts platforms. Like every time anybody talks about their shorts, it's like, oh yeah, dude, I got like 50,000 views on my short. And it's like, what? Why? How? What do you mean? How did you get that many views on this random short video that like you have no views on your regular videos? I feel like the shorts platform is just so like powerful for discovery. And I'm sure some of that's like BS. Like I'm sure people are just like scrolling past and the video pops up for like half a second and that counts as a view. But still. And that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? You're right. Those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Oh, so the crime looks very detailed. They would have needed time to prepare. Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious. Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, they're not bombs, they're just fireworks. But I mean, are fireworks not like kind of just like bombs, but like controlled? I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's going to happen? Huh? What's going to happen? This rotten school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. Air free till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen? I mean, it is shaped like a bomb, so I kind of don't think so either. Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends. What do you mean, something? He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that? I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. About the other things? What are the things? Yeah, I know. Then don't bring up strange stuff like that. The fire grenades, you mean? Oh, okay. She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about that sprinkler. That's one that activated about the fire.
Well,
can see a girder next to it, right? There.
See?
Can you see that red streak? Huh? You're right, I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood? Blood? It definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. Definitely strange. I should remember this. How are you doing, by the way, Jaco? It's been a while. I feel like I haven't seen you around for a minute. I've got all that stuff investigated. Let's look at Nagito's body. Yeah. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. I do think it's funny. I'm presuming he's saying this out loud because it's not in blue. So to the outside world, they just saw Hajime stare at Nagito's dead body for a minute and then say, no, now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. Like, how fucking weird is that? For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. This knife, it must be from the military base. Military base? Ah, now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well?
By the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife. Which means, after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand.
It cannot be.
And then they finished him off with the spear. Okay, were you not like digging through the military section, Sonia, like right before all this happened? Were you not like actively doing that like just a minute ago? And like, were you not taking out weapons from the car? This makes you look very suspicious. How's the Danganronpa going? It's going good. I mean, I think we're almost done with the second game. I think we're relatively close. Are we like maybe two or three more streams? 3 or 4? How cruel. Then does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using 2 weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with a knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? No, for real, one step closer. A reason they had to use the spear. Huh. There's like, okay, there's 2 things here. I guess he's... Oh, so he was hung, perhaps? Nagito's right wrist is tied with a rope, but it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? That's weird. The rope is burned off like this. Why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Nagito's not hung. Dude, hanged is one of the words that I hate most in the English language. It makes me so mad. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth. Hey, what are you doing? You kind of like the word hanged? Alright. Ban him, Sheepy. Get him out of here. We don't want no hanged lovers around here. It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey!
Putting the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine! You're gonna get cursed! Ah, the blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case... It's no use. She's not listening.
Hey.
Hey, about the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape. What's wrong with that?
Well,
This duct tape has crinkles like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out, Chiaki. Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it. But just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
yep.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, for it to look like that again, that means that she like stuck her fingers on the duct tape to like put it back into his mouth. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. Let's see, the other hand. A cut on his left arm, stab wounds and a slice. Doesn't hit if there's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere.
For difficult.
There's something strange. Strange? What?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. Ain't that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered. Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but... Something else that's strange? When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand,
Well,
here, there's also blood, but only above the middle joint at each finger. Right. Why is it only on this part?
see?
See, it's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure. You win. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? I'm like thoroughly confused at the moment. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my! What's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see! He used the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not! This is the spear of Gungnir, right? You definitely just came up with that now. By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle. What? Nezumi Castle? I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you, mice! Damn you all to hell! See, even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. The spear definitely catches my eyes, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle, it looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, the section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that the section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Oh, so Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. Okay, so he was definitely holding on to... Why is my mouse on max sensitivity all of a sudden? He was for sure holding on to the cable with his hand. Feet! Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito? They also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a grudge towards him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture? I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him. If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Well, even if it was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge toward Nagito. Refusing to let them die easily, I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? Does this mean I'm used to it? Investigating a grisly body like this? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone to the trouble of tying him up with a rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So, what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. I think I just have to talk to Kazuichi. I talked to everyone here, so I think I have to talk to Kazuichi and Sonia. One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way? It's just too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh.
So just as
Only everyone could go home. Nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial. Then we can think about what will happen after. There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall they should have been neatly put away. Maybe we're the ones that made this mess? Huh?
see?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... So she pushed this over and then it created like a little Rube Goldberg machine.
Well,
And there's something else I've been wondering.
hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So,
Isn't this clearly strange? I suspected this was done intentionally. You soaked them, I can't even turn the pages anymore. And they're really cramping us in here. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here? It looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started? Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it. That music was playing from that MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? Okay, I gotta talk to everybody again.
hey. Like,
Maybe I don't? What am I missing in here if not that? There's boxes in the back. Is that it? No. Oh, wait, that's just pointing at. Can I just like farm levels by doing this over and over again? I go to the back of the warehouse. Who else do I need to talk to here? Jeez, you're pathetic. I've looked at that. I've looked at that. Oh, over here. Okay. All these CDs. They're all copies of Monokuma's music. These should have been burned too. What? Just says the same thing. I guess Chiaki? Looks like this side is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there was an important clue here, we might not be able to notice it. But it's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. Good thing we were able to put out the fire.
Hey.
But there was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades.
You are right.
I agree. If we did, we would have been caught by the sprinklers and become all wet and soggy. Miss Sonia's all wet. She's all drenched and soggy. You were thinking that, huh?
Of course not.
I wasn't thinking that at all.
Say what?
Why are you responding, Kazuichi? I was asking Hajime. You're screwing with me.
Yes.
Oh my, screwing? How lewd.
Hey.
You fucking love him. Of course you do, Tiger Star lover. We will make the forest great again. Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second. Kazuichi, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already. Okay, now can I leave? Okay, what am I missing here? Bro, how can you actually like Light? He's just evil. Like, he is an evil human being. He has literally zero redeeming qualities. Be better off like dating like a paper bag. Okay. I think it's time to talk to her. Hey, Sonia, do you have a minute? Yes? What is it? I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded. Huh? Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? That would be a good clip. That would be a funny clip. That would be a good clip. Somebody needs to do clips for me. That's the problem. Somebody, I don't want to go through and like rewatch my whole stream for clips. Somebody's got to do clips. I need a clip master. The most redeeming of qualities. Why did you know the bombs were a fake? Well, that's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing that time? Oh my. Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus, shit, you son of a bitch. Okay, Sonia, chill out, bro. Sonia?
I am sorry.
I am terribly sorry. I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain it to you. Why I was at the military base. Every viewer has to work to make clips of every single funny moment when it happens during the stream. Thank you, DZ. Thank you. Yes. You are all my little elves, and I require you to do work for me. There's the payment you will provide to me. You will do this for me. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh? One sec. Oop. Oops. I'm responding to a message on Facebook. Huh?
Well,
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So, I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them? You gotta get you in VC and make it 1% funnier? You would, though. You would make it like 100% funnier.
That is.
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. I mean, do you want to do that? I could like we could set up like the. You would have admitted to liking verbally instead of in chat. Yeah, exactly. And then I could have roasted you even more. I mean, low-key, we could like set that up for the next stream. You could like hang out if you want. And get you demonetized. Let's freaking go! Demonetization speedrun, baby! Yes! And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered.
Please listen.
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out that the bombs at the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What?
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real, and I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin.
However, that was an utter failure. The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display.
Wait, y'all see Monami in the corner there, right? Just lurking in the corner in the vines? What the freak? What's she doing there?
God damn it all to hell!
If you found a bomb, you'd explode something? Alright, putting Jaco on a list.
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did not think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. You don't have to, it's fine. That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. I can't stop thinking about the fact that Kazuichi's not dead. Look at the pose he's in, bro. He got the full brunt of the explosion. He is flying through the air like an effing angel. Bro should be at the very least concussed. At the worst, dead. Like he should be dead. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. Incels never die. So, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything.
You have a minute.
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right. I got it. Does he seem dumber than before? I think he's about the same level of dumb as he has always been.
Hold it.
You look worried. Yeah, I am.
Well,
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nezumi Castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. I'm going to understand the reason for his actions. I need to know more about him. I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating. Hey, you guys, isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too? In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her. I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea. But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
yep.
We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So, we need to search for them in other areas. Probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give up completely. You don't really need to say that.
Hey, hey!
Then it's okay if we leave this place? It's okay? Thank you for saying there's no time for us to stand around, saying nothing for like 10 lines, and then saying that's why there's no time for us to stand around. Thank you. I love how the car like shimmies in from the side. This is the truck, right? Minimaru is pretty funny. Apparently the bombs that were stuffed on this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagita must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. Red Dead Redemption 2 theory? What does that mean? I've never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into. However, while I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me. Have I played RDR2? No, I have not.
Well?
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here. Huh?
Do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that?
Amazing!
A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
All right.
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. That's a good point, actually. If these are actually like the Monokuma bodies, they would have bombs in them. Hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly mess with it? Either way, it is all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean? Stop! There's no bomb!
Hey!
You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is the soft weight of cotton.
I see.
You are right.
However,
Then, where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
Who knows?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there were all fakes.
please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier. Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Ooh, I feel relieved. But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, then you bought it from the Octagon. I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it!
That is...
Did I say something I should not have said? Not your fault. Don't worry about it. Interesting. Wait, so are we? I thought for some reason I thought we weren't allowed to go back into. I don't know where I just sit myself. I thought we weren't allowed to go back into the fun house. Are we allowed to go back in there? Don't look at me. Don't look at me. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Okay, I've been there already. Let's go to the military base. We got that. A lot of little things to look at here. Nothing's in the truck bed.
However...
Okay, so she's telling the truth. Maybe there was a different motive beside his actions. Huge supply of guns. Ah, found it! What did you find? Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife. Wait, that's... Isn't it the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand? Which means the killer obtained that knife here. So the killer is someone who visited this military base at least once. That's everyone, though. No, not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. The bombs were fake. This might be fake too. But I'm not brave enough to check for myself. You fucking pussy. Alright, let's see. I think the next spot I need to go to is on another island. I think everything here is explored. Yeah. Let's see. Not there. We're at Nezumi Castle. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is hanging from the wall. This spear, it's definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought. It looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. That same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gungnir, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use the spear and not a knife?
well, yeah.
Yeah, they could have just killed him with the knife, and it would have been easier, too. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing on it would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose this spear for a reason. What could that reason be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I have never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer, even after he's died. Well, now is not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. Check out his cottage, baby. Alrighty. I just realized that there's it's like a Grim Reaper scythe. What thing is that sprite? Did I miss? Oh, that's right. Here we go. The Grim Reaper! I know what show I really want to watch. I really want to watch freaking The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I also really want to watch... Monokuma, what are you doing here? I also really want to watch Courage the Cowardly Dog. Hajime.
What's this?
Oh my! You want to go inside Nagito's room too?
What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye. I didn't do that. Then Don't do it! It's sweet because it's made out of black bean paste! Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine, fine.
Fine, fine. I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right?
Now then.
Now then, Fabuloos!
Bye-bye.
See? I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now. With the alien that eats everyone's brains, I feel like I remember that one. I think that was a good one. I really enjoy the chocolate one, where it's like he like eats the chocolate, but it's cursed and it makes him start turning into chocolate. And he's like, "Oh, which one do you choose, Billy? Chocolate? Oh, precious, you don't." Chocolate. Are you sure, Billy? It's hot as heck in this funky hot room I'm in. Is that what it's from? What is that? Is it a reference to something? This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that?
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized?
Hey, hey.
More importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open. Yeah, you're right. It's the full "Is that the Grim Reaper" meme? I'm not aware. A present for me? You shouldn't have, Nagito. So, Nagito was living here. How come everybody else gets like nice, nice like bookshelves and like, nice layout that's customized to them, and I get like a shelf. I get like a shelf in the corner. What the freak? A shelf in the corner stacked with Monokumas. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Choose wisely, Billy. Caramel crunch cream, white chocolate hazelnut, or antidote. I think he makes that sound afterwards. I feel like he's like debating it heavily. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? Can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so we could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I mean, keep in mind, any of the chocolate choices will curse you with becoming chocolate. Just as a note. I don't even know if he truly believed that. I think that was the point of the episode. Yeah, and then literally he starts eating himself. Have you seen this episode? He literally starts eating himself. That's the whole point. He's like, I'm delicious! I mean, low key sometimes. It's especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well. A fancy-looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Could this be? Can you let me know if you find my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights. That treasure box. Chiaki, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monami was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, it might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? This wasn't important. Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monami in the first place. I turned back toward the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside, there was a notebook. This is it? Why is a notebook inside this treasure box like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Day 1. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2. Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What is this, a diary? Bad guy. So cool! Looks like it. Did Monami write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, day 4, day 5. Page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up... Wait, does he have a mini fridge? What the freak, dude? Where does he get a mini fridge? I'm pissed! Where's my mini fridge? My hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go in the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing. Hey, stop! Don't look at my notebook! Whoa. From out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hands. Phew! I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late. But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief. Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student!
Hey.
Hey, that notebook. It's pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way. That's right! This is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written. Hey, you're a liar! What? You always show up out of nowhere! Monami, it's not good to lie, you know. Lie? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monami can't even write! Huh? What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B. No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. See? Bullseye. I know, because I'm the same way too. Well, you have thumbs though. Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey.
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
What are you saying? There is no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? Huh? He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it? Well, you know, it's, how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me. Hold on! Damn it! She totally ran away again.
Yep.
The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her. But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, might be better that I didn't ask her. Yeah, it's not even a mini fridge. It's a full-size fridge, bro. What the freak? There's a refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice. My college doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. Nagito probably supplied it himself. Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? As I talked with Chiake, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. Oh. Really isn't much inside. Yeah, nothing much. Just shut the door. Who cares? This is whatever. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle. for someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he's stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Really? Looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death? Dude, how long does it possibly take you to read, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words? You should be able to spot read that instantaneously. He takes it out. Give me a minute. Poison? Hey, this is...
Could it be?
Yeah, looks like it's poison. Poison? Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it. Stop it. If you worry like that, I'm gonna get nervous. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's a Monokuma special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in a minute and it is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. The poison. Cusco's poison. This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. Where did Nagito get something like this?
Well,
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel, too. Apply to the bomb?
see?
There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items. The octagon inside the funhouse. This poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? 1 second. Oop. Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tipped and broke the bottle? Tripped and broke the bottle. Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey, hey.
Oh, so he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison? Huh?
See?
It looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? Another trap? For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be really bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island. Everyone on this island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Even after you're dead? I must miss him. No. A lot of books arranged here. Did Nagito bring these from the library? In addition to books, there's a bunch of random crap stuffed under the shelf. It might take a lot of time for us to go... Okay. It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through that stuff.
Hey, hey.
Let's just leave it for later. Yeah, I agree. It's the bed that comes with the cottages. It looks just like the one in my room, but also okay. I haven't really pointed this out before, but what an insane placement for the bed. This is like almost as insane as you can possibly be. turned on the side, pressed against the wall, but in the middle of the room, so that neither your head or your feet are pressed up against the wall. The only wall you have is your side. This is almost as bad as it being in the middle of the room. It's like just one inch away from that.
Hey.
Maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's a usual place for hiding things. This is like the Stardew Valley grandpa of beds. Yeah, like porn. Why it's porn under the bed? Well, we should check just in case. He's lying on your side on the short side of the bed? Yeah. With no expectations, without thinking, I peeked under the bed and... there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What is this? It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? Gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for? Gas mask and gloves has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Hajime, was there anything else under the bed? Let's see. I peeked into the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag and... It's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminum? A round, thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. What? I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait,
Who knows? Might be too soon to decide that. Alright, what else do we got here? A window. The basic layout is just like my cottage. There's nothing about this window that really catches me eye. There's nothing about the window that really catches me eye! Go on the bathroom bench? Ooh, see if we got any spare spunk hanging around here. It's structured just like my room. The shower room is over here. Looks like there aren't any clues here. Okay, I don't think I talked to Chiaki yet, is the only thing. Our time for investigating is winding down. The bookshelf might take some time to investigate, so we should try examining some other areas first. I think I've investigated everything else, right? The treasure box. I think that probably does matter quite a bit, actually.
Well?
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. They know? I definitely don't know how much about Nagito just by looking at this. So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles. That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. Wait, what? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff here. Well, that might be true, but...
See?
So, I'll just leave this shelf to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. I sighed and walked over towards the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Huh? Oh, wait, the book's here! Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one. That seal. It's the school badge. Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and he had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies, too. I opened the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? Probably should have put 2 and 2 together on that a little earlier, Hinata. You did notice that you saw the journal a long time ago. It was clear to me. Just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information about the others. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonia, and everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too. I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the contents. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height and weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words Reserve Corps student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a Reserve Corps student from the Reserve Department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the Reserve Department? Why am I here with all the other Ultimates?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Well, I just found a strange file. Ah! Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. Not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here, too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right. My profile is really in here, but unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
And it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
The file.
The file?
His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles. But his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togane. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
Why would they make that question marks? It's so obvious that that's Monokuma. Who else goes? So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on that, you think he might be the traitor? No, that's not the right voice. No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life in Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life, it's totally wrong! There's a completely different reason. A different reason?
You're getting all
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean? You don't have to ask me that. You'd know the answers by looking through those profiles, right? Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly, I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. What? What? My theory about him coming onto this island and eating everybody was wrong? There's no way! It can't be! On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter? That's not Byakuya's true identity! True identity? He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami! A fake? I was not expecting that, I must say. The fact that this profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake and oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding... Wait, that's not the right voice. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. Though, I'm not exactly jealous of that at all. That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
So
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. Then, he was lying to us this whole time.
But still.
But couldn't help it. What? Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
'Cause that was his talent. Huh? Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. This kind of gives me like Sasuke vibes all of a sudden. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. Tipped you again? Oh, jeez, I'm gonna have to download all these and upload them. I also need to upload the rest of my VODs. I'm like backed up on VODs. If you want to make my thumbnails for me, I can give you the file. You can just send me the thumbnails. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating. What the hell? Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with. So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? I can't talk to others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others, and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell. Okay, you know what? This actually is like, this is like hardcore Sasuke, actually. This is so Sasuke core. Based on the context, if I had to guess, maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud? But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss. Jeez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monomi or the traitor. It's totally correct, but still. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course.
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
Oh, just as I thought. You're the one who did it. The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
Correct.
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey,
then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right? Well, probably. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue. Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know. Time's up? Wait. Excuse me for a moment. I want to watch the anime and see how they handle Monokuma like vanishing from scenes. That chime just now.
What is most important for living things? Well, personally,
Uh,
I think time
Arguably
is.
like oxygen? Carbon? Carbon probably, actually, if we're going like deep. Probably just carbon.
I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right?
Okay, Monokuma, that's a little existential for me right now.
There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock. I'll see you soon.
Should I mean, I have an hour and 30 minutes left. I feel like I should start the class trial. Last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days. And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
But still.
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Monokuma's still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Looking up a mean drawing right now? Sheesh. Yeah, that's why I like stopped there. Was that proper English? I'm trying to think. I don't think it is. Might definitely, I mean, maybe it's one of those like yeah, no kind of things, you know, like two things juxtaposed against each other that kind of carry a distinct meaning, but I don't think I've ever heard someone say that before. I've heard most definitely. Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once. I did not give that the right emphasis. He's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once?
Well?
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. Class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
But still.
But can you ever, though? Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right. You're absolutely right. I think the worst gut punch possible would be her being the traitor. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Why bring me just to that spot rather than to Monokuma Rock itself?
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here. Huh? Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it, you're making me depressed. You're making me depressed. So, is it going to happen again? The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends? But once we're through with this, we can go back, right? That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial.
Damn it.
But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
You know, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial, I'll definitely find out who the killer is no matter what, even if I have to pull out all the stops. What the fuck? Why are you here? You haven't realized it yet? That feeling of wanting to leave this island, thinking that this is Monokuma's trap, you know?
Huh?
Huh? What are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse. Stop trying to jinx us!
I'll pick you up.
Damn right, stupid rabbit should just shut up. Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. Huh? I finally realized after losing my power. I realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it in order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight! What's her deal? I do not really know, but she seems different from before. Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looked so determined.
You.
What can you tell just by looking at those button eyes? Anyway, make sure you turn off Minimaru. It'd be annoying if you started talking during the trial. Fine.
But still.
Somehow, I understand what Monami is saying, I think. Anyway, let's get going. The last class trial.
Yep.
You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock.
Yeah.
This elevator ride. This will be the last time for this too, right? I feel like I'm giving Kazuichi Monokuma's voice, but like a little toned down. But is that like kind of what I've been doing the whole time? I feel it's kind of like what Fat Gum sounds like. I hope so.
Well,
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
you are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
Damn it.
Killer. Managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is going to go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who survive need to stand and fight. We must fight. And then the door slowly opened, this bright light greeting us. With the light of hope or the light of despair? Yeah, he's a little problematic.
Well now.
Well then, now that the chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up.
Enough! Just fucking start this already.
Hey.
Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
Yep, it sure is. So, you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
All right.
Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end. Now then, let's get this trial started. This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other. Sheepy, can you get me some water? This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last. Huh? Did you get a Bulu buck? No. This is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito Kamaeda, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. I kind of forgot he was nice at the start, but his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. Thanks, son. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. I gotta do that ninja bit where it's yeah, my wife just brought me a sandwich, pantsless. Or was it pantsless or pantyless? It was pantyless, right? His way of thinking was completely screwed up, but there were also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. And there's so many dead people. Holy crap. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. Why do I feel like this is a suicide? Why do I feel like nobody killed Nagito? Reduces damage to the influence gauge when you miss. Okay. I honestly don't understand how you're supposed to have, I have 51 skill points right now. How am I supposed to have that many skills to use? Did I miss systems in here to get more skills? I feel like I was pretty thorough in this game. I don't know, but the poison, half the poison is missing, and it ignites, and the whole system is set to be autonomous to light on fire when the door was opened. But the only way that could have been set up and the only way that could have been set up is internally. Somebody has to have been on the inside to have been able to line up the Monokuma figures to lean up against the door. Probably, I guess maybe you could push them and then close the door and hope that it falls back onto the door. I guess. But then if you tested it, I guess maybe you could do that. It'd be kind of strange, but perhaps. I don't know, it just feels like a suicide to me. Something about it just feels like a suicide. I can't put my finger on it exactly, but it gives me vibes. I don't know. And why was there rope on the ceiling? But then again, he was tied up on all fours. Unless, ooh, wait, unless, wait, did he tie the spear on top or something? I don't know. Something about it just makes up makes me think of a complex suicide or something. Why would he commit suicide is the question. Unless he realized that he was the traitor.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened.
Okay, why am I listening to this?
Monami, my cute little sister, you're awfully quiet. What's happened to you? You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon because you're a rabbit?
Oh, she's pissed, bro.
Wow!
Oh, this is like he's not getting his a rise that he wants.
Please stop. I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monomi. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
This is another possibility.
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
Yeah, Kazuichi's too stupid to be the traitor, unless he's been pretending.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
Traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito is here, right? I mean, that's what I said, but... Are they the same person? Or... Oh boy. That's a lot of bullets.
Killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
Torture? Really? Why does my mouse keep getting maximally sensitive?
Because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
It does, but like it only goes up when like I click a button, but it keeps going up automatically for some reason. That changes the profile, but I don't know why it keeps happening.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up.
Let me reread stuff real quick. Torture wounds. You drew new outfits for Kaida? Let's freaking go. Let's see. Gas mask and gloves. Sonya's account. The oil item that doesn't have any relevance. Blood on girder. Spear of Gungnir. So fucking stupid. Yeah, so this was on him afterwards, so I think I agree with
I'm
this.
telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer
Well, actually, the
tortured
fact
Nagito.
that
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by There's no way I'd torture someone.
The killer didn't take Nagito. I'm telling you, they were torturing.
The reason Nagito's body.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
yeah, the duct tape kind of counteracts it in and of itself. That took me a minute to figure out, actually. It was kind of a tough one.
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to
Yeah, like
confess
if they're trying to draw anything out of him, his mouth was covered with duct tape, so that doesn't make any
Tortured
sense.
For information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared.
I'm prepared.
I just realized it. It's a trap.
Sorry, my brain was like going full throttle on that one. I said like nothing that whole time. My brain was like, how the F do I counteract this? Like this is so hard.
You got caught in that trap.
Stupid. Orchard winds burned ropes around left. Duct tape, spear of Gungnir, Monokuma plushie. Oh, there's so much. Well, I guess let me see what's in here first. Oh.
You'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated. Like you said, if Nagito's mouth, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
Keep his
Advance.
mouth shut. How is he supposed to answer anything?
Exceed.
This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
Oh, my bad.
Like,
Okay. So they got information about the bomb's location.
you obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
I really wish that I could scroll these
You obviously assume he couldn't talk, right?
and time would like pause while I was doing it. That would be very nice.
That he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how first the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut. Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the
Okay,
trap.
again, the duct tape is the counter.
Pay attention. This is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut.
It's actually the point that's contradictory is after they killed him, not the fact they duct tape his mouth shut.
You guys didn't get caught in the trap.
God, he's so stupid though, bro. Holy guacamole.
Pay attention. This is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagi and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him,
Allow me to cut through those words. No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
what did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth.
Why would you
before
say
the
that?
torture even began.
What did you say?
Why do you always side with Haji-Man? You have a crush on him or something?
Are you in elementary school or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds. Which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
He reminds me of
A lot of crinkles around his mouth.
what's his name from the first game? The other one who survives, the spiritual guy.
He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Yeah, Hiro, that's him. Yeah, Hiro.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so we wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
True.
Probably had a deep grudge.
It kind of was
against
like a, I don't want to say asexual, but he really didn't have much interest in anybody.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer? If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
Kazuichi's way effing worse.
Didn't just go
That's
crazy.
true. I do agree with you.
Whoever did this
But he
must be
reminds me of him,
witchcraft
is what I'm saying.
If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Yeah. And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Which means it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence.
Hmm.
Timing was just.
I mean, yeah, we know that this is pretty obvious how it
Based on
happened.
the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect. Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is!
Reason for the fire, huh? They're right. We need to clear that up first.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The
Yes.
killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Sonia's great.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Nope.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
Clatter. Clatter,
If they
clatter,
tipped over
clatter.
the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Or perhaps
Oops.
opening the door caused.
My bad. I chose the wrong one anyway.
I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan.
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels.
I love how she's an effing otaku.
A
Or
huge
sorry,
number of tipped over
not
Monokuma
otaku, a
panels were found
weeaboo.
at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere.
I don't know, which one's
Some were laying
otaku?
on top of each other in a single line.
Weeaboo is specifically anime. Otaku is like obsessed with Japan, right?
Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the
Japanophile.
fire
That
storage
sounds bad.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a
The
domino.
princess of a country of weebs.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
Thank you for explaining
In place of
dominoes.
those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second, and from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
Ah, that's where there was the
probably why they
music.
turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
The music.
I see! You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
Dude, that thing hymnal is so sick. I want to find more music like this. Like imagine this in like D&D when you're like coming in like the room of a final boss, just like a chorus of off-key cacophonous sounds like this. Oh,
That's it. So the strange sound
was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
Sheepy was telling me I should start using more just like ambience sounds, you know, less like OSTs and more just noises, like general noises. And I think I kind of agree a little bit. I think I'm gonna give that a shot for the next session and see how that feels.
So the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel. And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached
Just
the
hit
lever.
different. Yeah, I think it'll hit different.
Yeah.
Ambiance is really
That's
nice.
how the
True.
warehouse caught fire.
True.
At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
Just hearing the rain. Yeah.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
With the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
And I want to say that like I think there's a module in Foundry that's just like a bunch of like ambient sounds, and so you can just like overlay a bunch of them on the soundboard. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I just have to look for it.
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
That door was the only entrance to the warehouse. I see. So the problem Chiaki is talking about is...
I see! If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Gosh dang it, guys. You can't talk about stuff I could have done before. It makes me feel like a bad DM because I could have done better. It would have been more amazing. I'm just kidding. I think you're right. It would have been really cool, actually.
Ooh, we were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard.
Didn't she say that exact same thing
Possibly done it.
earlier in the trial? Didn't she say that exact same thing? Huh?
You don't mean...
But if that's true, this murder...
Hajime? What do you mean?
Was I right? The person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse. There's only one person who could have done that. That's Peko.
This is my answer. What if...
It was Fat Byakuya!
Naruto?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you
It's
think?
true.
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Oh, the video is ahead? Oh, okay. Like you said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something. I didn't get what you meant for a second. I was like, what? The video's ahead? Are you warning me about something? Video ahead! Be careful! Stay off the roads! When Akuma plushie, the panels, oiler, torture wounds, burned rope, survival knife.
To
Duct
actually
tape,
tie
okay.
up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible. impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
What in oblivion is that?
Free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Planter!
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
I'm sorry?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Creator.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms
Wait
would
a
be
minute.
impossible.
What if
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
the Monokuma helped him?
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Ivy is a
Dirty
detective.
joke. Is that a dirty joke?
Come on, what is burned rope again? Excuse me. I bet she's a lawyer too. Let me play it through one more time.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously
And I'm kind of like, is the Monokuma plushie related to
Tying
this?
just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
I agree with
Do much
that.
with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
I'm thinking it's actually just,
Is that a dirty joke?
it's just what Fuyuhiko says and then using what Fuyuhiko said against him later, actually. I think that's probably more
To
accurate.
actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the leg, tying both arms would
You couldn't do much with. It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use or if you use your
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
I think this is
To
it.
actually tie up your own arms and legs.
Nope.
Crap. To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
Tie up your own arms and legs.
That's obviously impossible.
tying just the leg, tying both arms would
You couldn't do much with. It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Nope. Okay. Ugh.
Crap. To actually tie up your own arms
Duct
and
tape,
legs.
survival knife. I don't think that's related.
Obviously impossible.
I don't think the burned rope is related.
tying both arms would be impossible.
Although,
Couldn't do much with the free arm.
is it?
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Is it unrelated?
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
It's like, what if the burned
Is that a
rope?
dirty joke?
Because we don't know that the burned, because the rest of his body isn't burned, right? So maybe he faked the burned rope.
To actually.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't even mean to press that. But yeah, no, he faked the burned rope.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were.
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
And his plan, I think, was to have the rope or the fire spread through the rest of the area and burn him up as well.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before that.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
His right sleeve.
Take a close look at his right sleeve.
I was thinking maybe the Monokuma like plushie wasn't actually a plushie and was actually a version of Monokuma, but and that was gonna be like the reveal, like, oh, there's actually multiple Monokumas, but
The sleeve wasn't burned at all. Don't you agree?
This makes more sense.
A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Okay.
Kane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure
Okay.
they pay you first.
I don't know which of those statements is worse,
That's
actually.
definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito.
Well, actually, nothing's wrong with what Akane said. She can give herself away if she would like.
The knife was still stabbed into it, you know.
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand.
Ah, that much is obvious.
Hajime, you tricked me. Give me back that Benjamin.
Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back? What the heck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
A way to stab yourself in your right hand using only your right hand. It's okay. There's definitely an answer for this. Torture wounds, burned rope, survival knife, Monokuma plushie, blood on girder. Probably something with the blood on the girder.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his
And it was
hand
right
with
above his
hand?
right hand.
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Okay.
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow and slammed his right hand down on it?
Propped it onto what?
But then it would still be there.
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
I think it
Even if
fell.
Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall,
It's wrong?
Oh, okay. I thought it was correct there for a
Even if
second.
Nagito's right hand was free.
Yeah, blood on girder. What is this again? Blood on girder. Huh.
How could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
if he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall,
I can't. I forgot. I can't copy. I can't copy things I can agree with.
Expert? Maybe he propped the knife somehow and slammed his right hand down on it?
Propped it onto what?
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
I mean, if you prop it up, you can just twist your hand and slam it down. I don't think you have to use your other hand to manage.
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Oh wait, I know what he did. I know what he did.
A knife expert?
He used the Monokuma plushie.
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
Yeah. He put the hole in the Monokuma plushie, stabbed his hand onto it, and then moved the Monokuma plushie away.
He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach. He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it. If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something. A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
Yeah.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Bruh.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Say it one more time.
Bruh.
Recorded.
Bruh. Bruh moment.
Bastard, you better cut it out.
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stabbed into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else. I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
Shut up, you bastard.
Shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Okay, Monami.
Monami sassing me.
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Among
That
us?
doesn't include Miss Sonia
Bum,
and me.
bum, 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 bum.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even
Sus.
if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone.
Okay, I really need to go pee. I'm gonna be right back. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back.
No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Huh?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now. Everyone working together.
He's right. We've made it through several ordeals up till now by doing that. And even now.
All right, let's do this.
I like how this is I don't know, this kind of feels like nice and collaborative. Nobody's doubting one another. It's just like trying to figure out the truth. I don't know, I kind of like this one. This is kind of nice.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through. When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand. If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth?
What's up with some of the
Maybe he used
teeth?
his front tail.
Stop with this front tail thing, bro.
They get hard when they're grabbed.
What do you say?
I'm sorry?
A blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
Does she actually not know what a penis is?
How did Nagito
I guess that
stab
rules
himself
out
with a spear?
rules out her and effing Nekomaru having the nasty.
His right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
Oops.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
Nope.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain. But it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on
We
his
meant to
palm,
use our big brain imaginations.
what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
Gripping.
I see.
Gripping his fat
When the
Nagito.
blood splattered, he was
Front
probably
tail.
gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
No, Akane, it's my joke. It's my joke, Akane.
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
Excuse me.
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right. That's the problem.
Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle, just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear. I think.
I don't think he was gripping the spear. He was gripping the tail end. Yeah, the tail end of the spear.
He was gripping.
I would not consider that the spear.
I see.
I would consider that the cord attached to
Instead
the
of
spear,
handle,
but
Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, The joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito was gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time? At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
One
Yoko.
step at a time? What does that mean? Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
The state of the spear and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment. If I put those together and think about it, I should be able to figure it out. Where the spear was and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito. Let's go deep dive, baby! Let's try launching dive, baby! Let's go! I'm surfing, baby! Oh, this is done. What is this? What is this? This is BS! What do you mean? That's some BS! Where was the spear before it impaled Nagito? Above Nagito. Whoa, 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 whoa. You can't start introducing the mechanics at the very end. What are you doing here? What do you think you're doing? Whoa, Nelly! It seems to remind me of an enemy from from Kirby and the Crystal Shards. Besides the spear, what else was above Nagito? A ceiling girder. Did I lose life for running into the red beam? Red rhombus. I don't think I do lose life. I think it just like knocks me back. I think I just lose time. It is imperative that the rhombus not be harmed. What enemy connects both the spear and the ceiling girder?
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP? That'd be awesome, but he'd probably use the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support, he hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, There's no reason they go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree.
That's true.
When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while
Oops, I didn't mean to skip that.
that spear should not have stepped.
What did she say? Not just that. He did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end.
Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
That's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Sorry, I'm distracted right now. I was looking at something else. Jeez. I was starting to feel a little sympathetic toward him. How stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's died. That's the form his malice took. I had forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
That's true. I
bet
feel
the
like he
bomb
realized
scare
he was
part
the
of
traitor.
Strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusion of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
Holy shit, Fuiko. Going for the jugular.
Right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a
He's a
conclusion.
fucking bastard!
Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is, or...
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is. No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense,
Hmm.
and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death. And it's something that even he couldn't have messed with.
You were gonna keep going? Here, I thought we were finally finished.
Something related to Nagito's death. Piece of evidence even he couldn't mess with.
crap!
Okay, well, it's a evidence even he couldn't mess with. Feywild torture runs burned ropes or none of that. A tape spear of Gungnir, Monokuma plushie, no. Blood on Good Ember, no. Sonya's account. Monami's notebook, gas mask, and gloves.
Crap!
Okay, I don't actually know what it is. And even he couldn't mess with. Gas mask and gloves is something he could have messed with. I thought maybe Monami's notebook, Monokuma's account, or Sonya's account. I suppose these are the only two things he couldn't have messed with. This? Nope. Okay. Something related to Nagito's death, a piece of evidence that even he couldn't mess with. Something related to Nagito's death. MP3 player, Monokuma panels, no. Blood on Girder, no. Monokuma plush, no. A spear of Gungnir, no. Duct tape, no. I don't see how that would be something he couldn't have messed with. Survival knife, burned rope. He just applied it beforehand, right? There's nothing special about that. Right? The poison? Oh, alright, I'm about to effing die on this. Wait, is it the Monokuma file? He couldn't mess with this, right?
I see.
Okay. I have no idea
Monokuma file?
how this is like a gotcha.
That's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
You die in the game, you die in real life. Oh no, I've died multiple times. Oh, I couldn't end it without one more of these, huh? This is definitely of. Oh my, holy shit! Calm down, gamer, calm down, calm down! It's cause of death. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dude, dude, why is it so hard all of a sudden? Holy shit. Oh my gosh. No, I just started an accident. Oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed. The U.S. Podge, son of a bitch. Cause of oh my lord. I'm gonna fucking die. Holy shit! How am I supposed to keep track of all this? Dude. What are they thinking, bro? What were they thinking with this? What were they thinking with this? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, bro. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Holy shit, I made it. Oh my gosh, bro. Insane. What were they thinking with that? That's like 20 times harder than any other one they've done.
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Yeah, that's true. There's no cause of death. I didn't notice that.
Weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma, I plead the fifth!
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during
I plead the
Mika's,
fifth.
the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
True.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide. But, it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here? Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma! You heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Aww. Splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right.
Don't talk about the class
All
trial with you at all.
united. No spear can shake you.
Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. Then the situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking. Hmm.
No.
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was gonna start, but, well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was gonna happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out, too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monomi? Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed! Friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone else. So, Monomi and I are the bestest of best friends. Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now. Enough! Why do I have to be hated that much? Besides the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy tiny 1mm bit. How sad! Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know? We aren't even friends in the first place. Then as your older brother, let me say this. You're not even my brother. It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys. Well, there may be some demands for that. What? I fell for it. I totally took the man bait. I'm sorry? Man bait? All right, we'll go ahead and save here. I don't think this continuing is gonna make a whole lot of sense here. So let's just go and see if there's any art to show off today. And if not, we can spend some time. I'll be streaming tomorrow again. Playing some Super Paper Mario. And that's probably it tomorrow. Some Super Paper Mario. I love the proportions you've done for Kaida in this little freaking, what's the word I'm looking for here? Ref sheet. Wait, why am I on the stream starting soon screen? I was like, why is the quitter image here? Hold on. Image 2. Here we go. Do this. Ba-bam. Ba-boomshka. Wait, ba-boomshka. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful work as always, my darling. Absolutely love the colors on these outfits. Incredible designs. Love the layering and details. The embroidery stitch work is very, very good. Love the gradients on the clothing. I mean, just in general, the ref sheet's very nice colors, very nice expression. Love the design of the staff. Just, yeah, everything about this is super good. Love the little butterflies in the background, the big fluffy tail. The beautiful, beautiful outfits. Beautiful outfits, my darling. Absolutely beautiful outfits. I love them. Love the gold accents on the butterflies, the little butterflies on the dress on the right. Super good. Super beautiful. Absolutely incredible work. You're off tomorrow, so hopefully you can finish my Sasuke by next stream. You freaking better, or you're in big trouble. Big trouble, mister. No Game Boy? No Game Boy? For a week. If it's not on my desk. No Game Boy for a week. You hear me? You hear me? Make that 2 weeks. Due to your silence. Let's go ahead and into Attack Rack. They're back from Fan Expo. Playing some Dispatch currently. Part of my stream team. They're the leader of my stream team. Thank you for being here, folks. Thank you for hanging out. We're going to go and raid some Attack Rack here. I will catch you all again next time. See y'all tomorrow. Please have mercy. I'm excited to see it. All right, get it, my friends. Good night. Goodbye. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.